back in 2003, I met my best friend while I was at college, and we bonded over wrestling. Over the next 2 or 3 years, while we were still at college together, he would bring these videos that he took of his backyard wrestling federation when him and his buddies were in high school. There was one sort of blooper that stood out over the rest that was put into a video file, and when YouTube became all the rage, I put up on YouTube. Flash forward to 2008, I get contacted by every clip show in American television and some internationally to license this clip for use on their television show. Lo and behold, it ended up going to Tosh.0. The person in this clip was actually flown out to Los Angeles to do a web redemption and got to meet Scorpio Sky. And if you've seen Tosh.0, it was season 1, the Backyard Wrestler flip. Pretty cool. We got a few bucks for it, and then nothing else happened. So pretty unremarkable story, except for yesterday, the person in this video passed away drowning, trying to save his son in Lake Erie. And I really don't know how to grieve with this, so this is the best way I've been able to think of. If there's some silver linings to this, his organs are being donated, so he'll be able to help others even after he's gone. And I take some solace in the fact that his GoFundMe was funded pretty immediately for funeral costs. That episode of Tosh.0 is the oldest thing on my DVR, still from 2009. And like I said, I really don't know how to grieve, but we'll miss you, Lee.
This is the perfect place to help your grieving. Please feel free to call and share the story of Lee, who passed away. Again, I feel that this is such a small little podcast, and people have these little stories, and I forget that we as people who in our heads have these little stories do have things that have burrowed into the culture of professional wrestling. I remember when this was on Tosh.0. I remember Scorpio Sky being on Tosh.0 in that guy's backyard, and they did the bit from the backyard. It's fun for me to hear about how viral videos come to be. That's something I didn't expect from this phone call, that it took these old videos coming out and this guy being like, I gotta keep this one, and it's just on his computer, and then YouTube becomes a thing, and you're like, well, we gotta put this up to show everybody, and then everybody literally becomes everybody, and it becomes a thing that everybody gets to see. And that's the fun power of something like YouTube. The chances are very slim that it blows up or becomes viral, but something has to come viral. And if it's so stupid, the potential is there. And backyard wrestling, listen, that guy Houston Curtis made millions off of backyard wrestling without paying a lot of people, including Sanjay Dutt, Josh Prohibition, and M-Dog. So we know there's an industry out there. So it does make sense on YouTube that Lee's video would pop. I'm glad this caller helped it happen. And Lee's memory will live on forever. I'm so sorry about your friend. And here we are, a podcast where we could tell his story, where we can grieve, and where we can keep his memory alive forever. Hey, thanks for watching. That call was part of a whole podcast called Wrestling Anonymous. Listen to the whole thing weekly. Wherever you listen to your podcast, go subscribe. And while you're at it, subscribe right here on YouTube to Colt Cabana's channel. Thank you.